हेलो विदित भाई, हाउ आर यू?
हाय सागर भाई, मस्त मजा में। आप कैसे हो?
बढ़िया, वेरी नाइस विदित. सो you are going to play in CCT very soon,
यप।
Champions Chess
यप।
Tour in 2 days. So I thought, let's test you as to how your calculations are. I have a
हम्म।
quiz for you today, and it is from a
I'm
game
always up
of
for it.
candidates.
Okay.
I like that part about you, that you are always ready to test yourself. It's never easy. And as you can see, I have added next to your name how many points this quiz is all about. So it is
Okay.
11 points. There are 11 moments. And it is from the.
Sama is not available, huh? Biswa is also busy. I am the guinea pig now.
I first thought, okay, Samay perhaps too tough for him. Biswa is busy. So let's invite with it. Okay,
Okay.
but yeah, really, this one is quite tough for even, I would say, very strong players. So I want to see
Mhm.
how you navigate these problems.
Sure.
And so, shall we begin?
Yes, yes. Let's
Okay.
go.
Uh, and
And each of the puzzle, you're sure that the right answer is it's the right answer, right?
yes,
It's
yes.
confirmed by machines.
Yes, I have confirmed by machines. Also, I have the machine on while you are solving. So in
Okay.
case your answer is good, then we will give you points anyway.
Okay.
So are you following the games of the candidates?
Yes, of course.
So this one is from the candidates, but it is variations which are of a analytic analysis, not what happened in the game. So
Okay.
I was
Okay.
analyzing a game of your very good friend and our very good friend, Anish
Mm.
Giri,
Mm.
and this is the position. Do you know this
Yeah,
one?
it's Anish and Wang Hao. He played B3, which was a mistake. I think B3
Correct.
rook before,
So I'm
and
going to
then it
flip
was.
it because mainly it's from black
Uh,
side.
but to be honest, I was checking this, and I think the engine was running,
Ah.
so I might know what is the move here.
Okay, so
Uh,
if you know the first move here, okay, then
yeah.
our quiz becomes 10-point quiz instead of 11.
No, I mean, I don't. I have not checked it. I was watching it live, and then it showed me one of the moves. I think I'll tell you what it showed me. It
Ah.
showed me, I think, some b5 or queen 8 or something. I think either of these moves. I think b5 was the move which it showed.
Okay, let's forget all of that what you have seen and try to
Okay.
focus on what black should play. So let's do for the first point anyway. Let's keep it 11. First point, and guys, all those who are watching this also try to think with it. Wang Hao has been under big pressure throughout the game, but here he got an opportunity. He has very little time. So with it black to play, what would you do? You see, he's threatening take, putting pressure here. This is weak, too many problems. But black has a very nice way to solve his problems. But once you find the move, then we go deeper. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, I think the move it said was b5, right? And the point is rook b4, queen 8, and then rook d1, maybe some counterplay you want to get with black.
Okay. So b5. If you play rook b4,
I think queen 8 is the point.
queen 8, and then if I play rook b5, I don't think you will be able to do much because I think
Rook
this
b7. Yeah, yeah. I was concerned about this.
this will be over. So with it, you need to get. This is not going to be easy. Okay, this is not just for fun. So not b5.
Hmm. So this is computer which I saw was probably stupid
Yeah.
computer.
I think you saw it
It was probably weak.
online, right? B5 is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
minus
On,
3 already.
okay. It was some online computer, I think, then which I saw.
So I mean, if you are playing here with black, what would you do? And how would you begin? The first point is only for a move, for one move, if you suggest that. But your idea was correct in a way, because that seems the only way in which black can
Yeah, I'm
get
just thinking
counterplayed.
the move order, yeah.
Yes.
So I think if I play queen 8 now, there is simply rook c7 in a way, right?
Yeah, if you go queen a8, rook c7 just finishes him off.
Yeah, so queen 8 doesn't work. So I have to change the move order maybe. Um, I have to go for counterplay. I don't know how. So if I play rook d1, there is rook b4.
Yes. So let me give you 1 point for just considering rook b1.
Mhm.
So this is the right and move, and let's go from here. So first variation which I want you to consider here
Mhm.
is rook takes b4, and this entire variation. Now, how do you continue?
I'm thinking if I can land something on d5, um, queen can come on d5. That's one way to create some issues. But it looks a little bit messy.
Messy. The position is messy. I mean, it's going to be a choice between losing the game or going into a messy position.
Yeah, it's very tough position. No wonder that Wang Hao lost very
Yeah,
quickly.
he didn't have time. He didn't have
Yeah,
time, and also I think it was under a lot of pressure. But from a perspective of analysis, maybe this is a nice position to think about.
yeah. I guess I have to move the queen. Um,
Okay, what do
seems
you do?
like the because I can't move the knight, and I just played rook d1,
Mm-hmm.
so it's all well placed. I have to bring the queen in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's a way of playing with b6, but I don't think it makes sense. He can just take and go rook b7. Then again, similar.
Yes, I mean if you go here, then rook
Yeah,
b7 is just over.
yeah. So that doesn't make sense. So I have to bring queen to d5. So I was calculating queen d8, for example, here. But rook b7, queen d5, and maybe even rook f7, rook f6. He can play. I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you 1 point. Okay, for this entire idea of considering queen d5, so that and rook d1. So you have now 2 points. Now,
Mm-hmm.
as you said, you are a little bit worried about certain variations. So
Mm-hmm.
let's first, he will take, of course.
Yeah.
What do
King,
you
I
do?
have to move to h6 because there is king g8, queen b8. So I have
Yeah.
to go king h6.
So king h6 only move. And now there are many different variations for which you will get points. So let's
Okay.
see if you consider which way. Let's start with your first variation, which you were saying rook takes f6
Rook
with it.
f6.
So that has one
Yeah.
point. And let's see how you
Okay.
do, how you navigate it. I want the full line without any flaws after rook f6. Vidit
Okay,
has
sir.
many
Oh,
trainers,
okay.
but no one has been so strict with him.
No, this is good. I like a test. Um, oh, some perpetual, yeah. Nice.
Okay,
I
you
think the point is rook
calculated. If
h1,
if you
rook.
make any errors, you don't get that point. Okay.
No, I think I can't. Even if I try, I can't make an error here, I think.
Okay, let's go.
So rook h1, king g3, rook h3 makes a draw. King h3, queen h1, king g3, h4, king g4, queen g2, and etc.
Beautiful, beautiful, perfect, guys. 1 point to Vidit for this variation. Well calculated. So three.
Yeah, I think the point is to see this idea of rook h3 because your instincts say queen h1 and rook g1 try to bring more
Exactly.
pieces. That's why
Here,
rook h1 is the rook h3 is the point
yeah.
to
Did
consider more candidate
did you
moves.
consider rook g1?
Yeah, but king h4.
Exactly, and then it's over because there
Yeah,
is no
yeah.
way to do it. So yeah, you have to consider rook h3 here, and so you get a point. So now, apart from rook takes f6, because that draws quite trivially in a way, what other moves would you consider?
With white, yeah.
Yeah. This is a tough part because now Vidit is being given the task of trying to think opponent's moves as well, because he's right now trying to see how black can hold this position, and now he has to find the best tries. Rook takes f6 looked most natural, but it doesn't hold at all.
I guess if you look at the last variation, then white should consider move like queen b7.
Okay, that is a question for 1 point now. Queen
Mhm.
b7, what do you do? And I want all your all the lines here, like
Yeah, I
this.
think the point is that the king gets mated on h4. So I think the point is rook h1, king g3, rook g1, king h4, queen e5, and then it's mate after fg g5, fe g5.
So quick, so quick, beautiful.
मुझे लगा गलती हो गया आपका एक्सप्रेशन देख के.
So rook h1. What is the, so here black wins right after queen b7.
No, I think king h2 he can go back, yeah, and then it's a draw.
Smart. Can't fool him easily. Yes, it's a draw. In case white tries hard, then he will lose after
Yeah,
queen e5. Yeah,
yeah, fe
fantastic.
g5, yeah.
Okay, so you get a point here as well. So that
Thank you.
means you are on 4, doing really well
Mhm.
until now. How do you, what other move do you think would be a very good try for a win for white here? You have kind of the two ways in which things could have.
Yeah, so I think black's threat here is to play rook h1, rook h3 in a way. Um, so white has to act quickly.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it's at least it's actually checkmate. It's not even a draw. It's checkmate there.
Yes, because the knight is still alive, right?
Yeah. So you cannot play like any stupid move like rook moves, for example.
Yeah, even queen b8 or rook moves, everything
Yeah.
will lose.
Yeah.
Correct.
So of course, some moves like some forcing moves, we have to consider here.
So there were 3 moves. You have found the 2 moves which were decent, rook f6 and queen b7. There is one more move which is kind of tricky. I mean, if you're
Okay.
playing white, if you make this move, I think chances are very bright you will win, because for
Okay.
opponent has to find huge number of good moves.
Okay. That's interesting. Don't tell me it's something like king g3.
Yes, king g3. Okay, so now you have, now this variation slightly trickier. So here, how do you continue? You, there are many points here, little points for which you will get marks.
Okay, let me get 0 points for saying knight e4, king h4, queen d8. And
Okay, so now with black, what will be your move here? That is a very important moment for you.
yeah.
What will you play? Because king is on g3. Let's, this guys, all of you who have been trying to solve this, think very carefully. What would you play here with black?
I guess one of the candidate moves which black has to consider is for sure rook h1, right?
One move or any else?
Yeah. I think knight e4 also he has to consider.
Two.
I don't think queen h1 makes sense because queen h1 rook f6 wins for white. So queen h1 probably loses.
You mean then so if queen h1,
Yeah,
rook
rook
takes,
f6,
and rook g1 is
king
just
h4.
king h4
Yeah.
and safe, and white wins this
Yeah.
because. Okay, you
So
are
queen h1
absolutely right.
doesn't work.
Hmm.
So I guess another move which has to be considered is probably rook d2 kind of move. But I don't know. It looks a bit weird. Has to be calculated.
Hmm.
Um,
So if you are
and
in a game, you would mainly consider two moves. One is knight e4, and the other one
rook
is rook
h1.
h1. Why did you not
Yeah,
consider rook g1?
yeah. Of course, I'm getting to it. Like
Ah,
other moves which could be like h4 or rook g1, but h4 I don't know. Like just king h4, and I don't see anything, so we can rule it out probably because yeah, nothing. Don't tell me there is some stalemate ideas also, but yeah. Um, so I think h4, king h4. I don't see a continuation right away because there's additional threat of knight g4 later on. So rook g1 is a move. Yeah. So I think these three moves come to my mind right now. Probably
rook
have to eliminate
g1,
one by
knight
one.
e4, and rook h1.
Rook h1. Yeah. So which one I should start with? Like,
Uh,
or how is the puzzle go? Like I have to find the best move or
yeah,
like
yeah. Here, as you go on, I'll keep adding points because there are critical moments, and I don't want to guide you into this. So
okay. So which move should I start with?
you can
Should I
start
start with rook h1?
with the one which you think in a game you would really put all your money
Yeah.
on. Like, how would you?
If I have no time, I would just play rook h1 right now because I've seen the variation with rook h3,
Okay.
and then I would try to see what happens next.
So this is not a tempting move for you, knight e4. Check.
It is tempting for sure, but 94 he can move the king to g2 or f3. Yeah,
Okay, let's start with knight e4 then. Knight e4, check. And
yeah.
now where do you?
Can not king h4, not h2. So that remains f3 and g2.
Why not king h4? Because you had
Queen
already
d8, no?
mentioned queen d8
Yeah.
is a mate.
So king h2, knight f6 back, or as at least I have. So
Yeah,
it
that
would be
is
repetition.
a repetition. So
Yeah. So I have to play g2 or f3. I have to calculate now. King g2 looks more normal, but then I think there is knight g5 move. Um,
okay, king g2.
there is knight g5, I think here,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't see e4 after knight g5. Queen e4 f3. By the way, I can't hear you anymore. Did something happen?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, now I can. So knight g5 e4 is very strong apparently.
Knight g5, you play
E4
e4, and
because queen e4 f3, and if you directly played f3, there was rook d2 check. That's why you have to provoke the queen to e4.
beautiful. So I will give you 1 point for finding this very key idea after knight g5, e4. And I think
Mhm.
there are many knight jumps now. So you have to
Yeah.
calculate all of them. So here you get a full point, 5 for knight
Mhm.
g5. So guys, knight g5, there is e4. And if black doesn't do anything here, then I'm just going to take the knight and win.
Yeah, and knight e4, you can play knight g4 and checkmate.
Knight g4,
Queen h8.
yes, exactly. And
Queen
then
h8.
this queen h8 is a mate, like take and queen h8.
Yeah. So I have to find the knight jump now. Of course, knight f2 is tempting. But knight f2, maybe knight f3 could be a problem.
Oops, sorry. This means king takes means rook
Rook
d2
d2. Yeah.
is over.
So knight f3 could be a problem.
And
And
this, how do
queen.
you assess it?
I mean, there is no assessment here. It's like either you find a move or you're lost.
Yeah, but how?
So
I mean,
probably
do you think white is winning or black has some chances here?
no, e5 is one move here. Black has to stop the queen from coming.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've already gone wrong with black because
Go
queen
go go on.
b7 here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
queen
Very
b7.
important
Yeah.
move. Only move to win. Other all moves are
Mm, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
queen b7.
Because now takes, and then you're 2 pawns down in endgame.
Yes, this is winning.
Knight
Okay.
g5 actually even is a threat.
This is a big threat here and
Yeah.
mate. Very good. This also gives you 1 point for precisely calculating knight f3 back. Very important move because knight takes f2. You have to be just calm and bring your knight back, which
Mhm.
you found. And also after e5, queen b7. Once again, only move.
Right, right.
So knight f2, good. That is done. Anything else?
So we saw knight g5, we saw knight f2. Okay.
We saw this and we saw this.
So then knight d2 doesn't make sense because there is just f3. So we can rule that out. And there is knight f6 back, but then again knight f3. So that doesn't make sense.
Yep.
So these two are out. Knight d2 and knight f6 ruled out. So that remains.
Knight d2
There remain.
also f3. Yeah, fantastic. I think this is the
Yeah.
only move. Yeah, there is no other move.
Yeah.
So that
So I
also.
think what remains is knight d6 and some
Yeah,
knight
knight
c3
d6.
ideas. Yeah. So knight d6. Now you cannot go back knight f3. That's the thing. So knight
Because you
f7, right?
lose the
Yeah.
rook.
Yeah. That's why knight d6. F3 is not an option. King h2, king g3 doesn't work. So I guess e4 you have to calculate. E4 and now queen e4 forced. F3 and I don't see any continuation.
Yep. Wins for white.
Yeah, wins. Yeah. So knight d6 also doesn't work.
Because if you move the queen, next move as we have seen is check and
Knight g4,
mate.
exactly.
So doesn't have
Exactly.
a great. So knight e4, although very tempting, I'll give you one more point here for calculating all the knight jumps accurately. Although very tempting, doesn't work.
Hmm.
So now, what do you do? It's black.
Yeah, rook h1,
Okay,
my
let's go.
original.
Let's go rook h1. And once again, some way in which white will try to kind of elongate this position. I mean,
Wait,
to
why
fight for a win.
we saw this, no?
How? We had
How
seen, we had
queen
seen,
b7, no?
huh?
Wait, how we had seen queen b7 rook g1 was draw.
Draw.
That's what we
Yes,
saw.
yes. So
Yeah.
here
Okay.
white has more options here than normal
Yeah,
because in that line where we were seeing, it started with
yeah.
queen
Queen
b7. So
b7.
you had already given rook h1 king g3. You had put your queen on b7. Now there are more options because you don't
Yeah.
need to go queen b7 only.
Yeah. So there are some moves. Okay, let's start calculating.
There are exactly 5 lines that I would like you to calculate here. But one of them you have already seen with queen b7. So that you are saved from one.
So there is f3, knight f3.
Yes, f3, very good. Knight f3, very good.
What are the other three?
You
Other two.
also rook f6 is seen. Would
Rook
it
f6 is
transpose?
done, no?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
done.
transpose.
It
So f3 and
transposes.
knight f3 is two, and I don't know which is the fourth one, third
Ah,
one, which you.
f3, knight f3, and queen b7, rook f6, two are done. And there is
Yeah.
also one more move which is kind of interesting for white, although seems very dubious to tell you the truth. But still, you have to think of it. One more, because it seems like there shouldn't be so many options, but they are there.
Mm, no. What is it?
Okay, we will come to it. Let's start with one of the
Okay.
lines. Let's
Yeah,
start
okay.
with
Let's see f3 maybe.
f3. Okay. Very important to be accurate here.
Okay, I guess queen d1 makes a lot of sense.
Beautiful,
This
beautiful,
position.
beautiful. Go on. Let's see how you calculate here. Two lines here mainly for white to try.
Okay. So you're threatening queen e1 check in this position.
Hmm.
1 second. So queen f2 is one of the moves, but you can always queen f2. Is knight d3 maybe. No, knight d3 rook g1.
Yeah, if knight d3, then it's mate after queen g1.
Queen g1 g5 also, yeah.
Queen
No, queen
g1,
g1
queen
queen g2.
g2, and h4.
Yeah, you just lose the queen.
Yeah. So this does not work because of this.
So white is winning here or what? Like after queen d1?
White has
Because
to try to win because white
try
the
to win.
entire thing is here for white to win. But black has counter, like from the start the premise was that white is better, but somehow black's counterplay is enough to hold.
Yeah, at least there is one move like rook h7.
Beautiful. Can
But
you calculate it through? Like
yeah,
what will
king
happen?
h7 I have to play.
Yeah.
Uh, queen b7. And then the question is, do I play knight d7 or not? Um, that endgame, I think black can hold the draw after knight d7, queen d7.
Okay. So rook h7, king h7, queen b7, and if king h6, king h7, you have a draw straight away. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
Check.
mhm.
King
Yeah.
here, and you can also go knight d6 would be the safest because there's no
Yeah.
knight
And then
d7
it's just a draw.
business, and there is a perpetual. And if he
Yeah.
wants to play for a win here, then he can try for knight d7.
But queen d7, and I don't think black is really trying to play for a win here.
Yeah,
It's easy
this
draw.
this is around equal. Yeah, this should be a draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rook h7, although very flashy, but gives an easy draw to
Mm-hmm.
black.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I play? I'll suggest this move. Queen f2 here.
I suggested queen f2.
You told this, yes. Okay. So let's calculate.
Because that's the only way to stop queen e1 check.
Yes, and no rook g1. If queen g2, then you lose the queen with rook g1. So
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's a draw after rook f1, rook f6, rook f2.
yeah, rook f1, very nice move. And let's say if I take this, then you will
Yeah,
take
rook
here,
f2.
and should be good.
I
Like
h4 also. Yeah, I think I could play instead of rook
you
f2.
could have played
Probably easier
h4.
draw.
Correct.
I think it's easier draw.
H4 and then king g2 take with the check.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also if here there is queen g2, there are also
But
some lines,
at
but
least rook g1 I
rook
have.
g1 should be good enough. So
Yeah. Yeah.
actually f3 line is
It's not good enough.
entirely after queen d1.
Actually, white is making a draw.
White has to be careful. Yeah, so f3
Yeah.
is not a great move. Okay.
Yeah. Knight f3 was the other move.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it's, I think,
So
pure
let me give you
calculation.
1 point for looking at f3 so well.
This point system makes me chuckle.
Chuckle. I thought you would say point system makes me feel excited. I'm so happy
Yeah.
here.
No, it is very exciting, but it's also like I love your enthusiasm when like you add points. It's like really nice.
Yeah, it gives people a chance to quantify themselves against
Yes.
you. Otherwise, it's like you will find all the moves and they won't know
Yes,
exactly.
yes. That's true. That's true. No, I'm not saying that it's bad. It's good. It's just very
Fun.
fun.
Funny. He said fun. Okay, nice.
I said fun. Yeah. I think the point is that maybe black should include the move h4 before taking on h3. Um, because I think this would be useful somewhere to give h3 check and then
Can you
make a draw.
calculate precisely? Can you
Yes, sir.
calculate h4 or something else or rook h3? That's the main thing. Yeah, main question.
Yeah, the point is either h4 or rook h3.
So let's go into h4. What is the? Is there a problem? Would you play it in your game? Well, this is critical. I think under time pressure, your instinct will tell you, okay, let's give a check, but you might land up in a lost position.
So the easier thing to do is to see if rook h3 works. If it doesn't, then h4 is the move.
Okay.
So first let's calculate rook h3.
Yeah.
Rook h3, king h3, queen
That's
f3,
efficient.
king h2, and knight g4 forced. Then king g1 forced. And now always you have to consider throwing the move e5 somewhere. But okay. Queen d1 check, then king comes to g2. Then queen d5 check is one option. But after that, king comes to g3. And then again, you have this move h4. So king g3, h4 probably doesn't really work. So you have to play f3 after queen d5 check. Knight e3. King goes to h2. And I guess e5. It's unclear stuff actually. Don't know what's happening. So king g.
Okay, interesting. I mean, you have to be. I mean, whether you will go for this or you'll go for something else.
Yeah. So king g3, h4, I think for sure is a draw. Because king h4, queen h1, king g3, queen g1, king f3, queen d1 makes a draw for sure. No, there is king g2.
King e2?
No, queen d1, then
you
king
gave
g2.
queen d1. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But then king g2, queen g4?
Yeah. No, knight is on g4.
Okay. No, so you are saying rook h3, correct?
King h3, queen f3, king
here.
h2, knight g4, king g1, queen d1, king g2,
okay.
queen d5. Oh, I didn't consider e4. There is
Yes,
e4 also
our
here.
classy, our normal move, which is in this position, very
queen
useful.
e4, f3. Yeah. This move probably I have to be check first. Knight e3 and now king g1.
Yeah.
And probably it's the end.
Over. So you are lost.
So that's why h4 check. The instinct was right to give check here.
Are you sure?
अबे और क्या दूसरा move? There is no other move.
Okay, I'll tell you why h4 has an issue. Okay, so you go h4. Of course, if I do anything else, you will win.
I think queen b7 is the issue, right?
Exactly. Rook h3. If I took
queen
here,
b7.
then you are fine. But queen b7, and now you are
yeah,
lost.
I only consider queen e2, rook f3, but of course queen b7.
Yeah, queen e2, and you saw. Oh, nice. You saw rook f3 because after queen f3 there is h3, and king g3.
Knight moves. Knight check.
h5, king g4.
h2.
Yes, exactly. And it's a draw after e4. But yeah, queen b7 just.
Queen b7 just resigns actually.
Yeah, this is better for white clearly. So therefore, not h4.
Yeah, एक ही move बचा I guess.
You need to fine tune your other line.
You mean rook h3?
What was the other move? Yeah, like what else would you play? You thought something else as well here for black?
I don't see it. So rook h3, king h3, queen f3, king h2. Okay, there is queen f5, but didn't really believe in it. King g2, queen g4, king f1.
So queen f5. What? No.
No, rook h3, king h3, queen f5.
Queen
I was
f5.
thinking,
Okay.
but I think king g2 and it shouldn't work. So
Yes.
queen f3, king h2.
Yes, you will see that a lot of
Knight g4, king
Vidits-
g1, and I have to play e5 instead of queen d1 check, probably.
Okay, take,
Sorry, what?
check here. No, I was just talking. Here, check, right? Instead of this, you want to play
Instead of
e5.
check e5, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Or I see some perpetual ideas. Wait, let me calculate only. One second, वो मेरा ये पीछे बैकग्राउंड में शुरू हो गया.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it's done. I was watching some video which something is playing in background. I don't know what. Let me close everything. Close all tabs. Yeah, sorry. I pressed something here by mistake and it started playing something. So I was
Okay.
got confused.
Okay. Vidit trying to buy time to calculate here.
I don't know. I was really not. So king g1 e5, yeah, that's the extra move, no, for black.
King g1, and if e5, then white wins with one move
There is
kills
no
everything.
threat.
Yeah, there is no
There is
threat,
no
but
threat.
one move kills every counterplay for black.
Yeah, something like rook d7 or what?
Rook d7, there is a way to draw.
h4 h3.
No. Direct way to kill it.
Oh, okay.
Rook d7, LPDO. You had told there is no LPDO. Loose pieces drop off.
Knight e3 queen g4.
Exactly. See, I told you, LPDO works. Rook d7, knight e3 takes check.
But knight e3 queen b7 also queen g4, right? Yeah.
So,
LPDO.
so e5, there is a different move which holds here for white.
Queen d2.
Beautiful. It's just, and I mean, wins for white now. Clearly, there's no way to.
Yeah, but h4, what happens? E4 or what? h4 e4, I think.
Yes, e4 only move.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's if you don't see e4, then you can't really go because h4 h3 was a strong threat. Now
Exactly.
fe5 comes with check. Yeah.
So
Okay.
queen d2 was necessary. So that means e5 is a mistake.
Yeah.
It's not so tough actually. This move.
Knight e5, right? It's funny. I don't know what I missed. It's just perpetual.
Exactly.
I don't know
Queen
what
d1
something I
here
missed.
and knight e5. Very strong idea. Blocking this mate, hitting the rook, so must be taken, and then just
Queen
it's
g4. Yeah.
directly perpetual, even if the king goes in. So for this entire line, actually, this according to me was one of the critical variations. I had 2 points. I am giving you 1 out of 2. So you get 9. And now last question. This one you have exactly.
Where did I go wrong?
Huh?
I calculated everything accurately. Justice for 1 point.
Some lines were not
What?
precise.
What?
Like this 95, You took a lot of time, and also you made
time time पे हार गया.
fun of
Time पे हार गया.
LPDO. So okay,
Just for
and
1 point.
lastly, now this one is very important because, and you will get only 30 seconds for this one. If instead of rook b4 he takes queen b4, you have 30 seconds to find what will you play here.
ये क्या pressure है?
Yeah, this is how it will work when you are under time pressure.
30 seconds only to find. What is this?
$15 seconds left. You have to make a move. If you make the wrong move, you get 0.
What is this?
Five seconds.
Knight d7.
Okay, you chose the second best move. You chose
इतना pressure आ रहा है 5 seconds.
भाई यही प्रेशर रहता है टूर्नामेंट में ना कि ऑनलाइन लास्ट 1 minute टाइम प्रेशर. Knight d7, knight f3, and white is slightly better, so still play. So it's not a very clean way. The cleanest way is to draw. Would you like to try another? Should we do another 30 seconds?
How will I find in 30 seconds?
30 seconds is the max time in when you are playing a 15-minute game. White is threatening all sorts of things here. Queen e7.
Yeah.
And 15 seconds left.
I guess knight d5.
Okay. But if you go knight d5 here, then just queen b2, and the problems are huge. Still, you haven't solved them. You have to solve them.
That's why I'll play knight d7 and exchange the knight. You know.
Yeah. So the right move with it is
knight g4 or what?
Very close, but you have to prepare it.
Queen h8 first.
Bad idea, queen h8, because he will. because it's too one track. I think after check, knight g4 takes.
Yeah, queen
check, and you lose.
That's why I was playing knight g4 first.
Yeah, but if you play knight g4 first, he takes, let's say with the knight, pawn takes, queen c3, and big trouble again because rook c8 is coming.
Yeah. So why knight d7 is the most normal move.
Correct. So, but this is the thing, yeah. If you play knight d7, you can.
Okay, let's play rook d5 and play rook d5, rook e5. I don't know.
But rook d. Oh, then you are lost, right? That endgame, rook d5, queen c3. Again, it's the same. You don't want to. You want to permanently solve your issues.
But how I can prepare knight g4? I don't get this. How it's possible to prepare knight to g4?
I mean, prepare. It's already going there, but to make it stronger, you need your queen into the game. I like this this entire move. I mean, this sequence.
Queen d8.
Yes, beautiful. Queen d8.
It's not easy. Queen d8, queen b7, knight g4.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Exactly.
It's not easy.
This was the
H queen h4. Yeah.
But the thing is, if you spot these things in 30 seconds, then you are in killer form.
Then either they kick me out of tournament for cheating, or I become the next world champion if I find this in 30 seconds. It's either of these.
So sorry, not
chat में तो लोग वही लिखेंगे, cheating. Yeah.
But queen d8 is the right idea, and even if let's say he goes queen b7, knight g4 and takes here, then after hg it is you have enough
counterplay now. Yeah.
So I'll give you half point with it for this one. Because so you have scored 9.5 out of 11, which is actually
one was just actually personal revenge for LPDO. I think nothing else.
There were many lines where I had to, a little bit of push, but I
Mm.
think
Yeah,
you did
true.
fantastically well, because these positions were very tough, and you were hitting on the right lines very quickly. I want to just make a point to the viewers that if you see with its calculation, although a lot revolves around precisely calculating the lines, a lot also depends on his intuitive abilities, like which move to choose first, which to look at, what line to go into. With it, if you saw, like, you were choosing more on feel which line to go into.
Actually, I just recently made a course, right? On it was one of the topic was calculation. So all these moves, like, all these themes like candidate moves, like to select method of elimination. Like sometimes I was just eliminating all this stuff. So actually, I had a kind of a revision of calculation recently, so
I
it helped
will I
probably.
will put the link of this course, guys, if you
No, no,
want to
it's
calculate.
no, you can't take it now. It's only for like when
Finished.
it's there. Yeah, it's finished.
Okay, I will put link of Black Lotus then. So
Yeah.
people can download it. But with it, thank you so much. And in 2 days, you have an important event.
Yeah.
So I hope you are feeling good, rested. I know the
And
timings
thanks.
are not good for you. Like, it will start at 10:30. It will be late in the night. But well,
Uh,
it's what can you do?
yeah, exactly. As a professional, you just have to do whatever it takes. And thanks, Sagar Bhai, for this puzzle. It was so interesting. It was really, really interesting, I would say. All these lines, very fascinating. That you went so much into the depth of this game. Like many people would just analyze like upper and just say Rook D1 was good here and Wang Hao misplayed. But you went to the core of the position. Then you made such detailed analysis and so many beautiful variations we got to know.
Yes,
For me personally, it was very interesting to do this because I in general like as
I
you
have
know
seen
some
that
tests
you
and
love
stuff.
challenges. Even if you make a fool of yourself or you don't get the answer, you are okay to try out new things, which is not what everyone likes. How do you do
Yeah,
that? Like,
especially when it comes to puzzles, I like it because I don't know, it's fun, right? It's
yeah,
it's a lot of fun to find something. It's like a game, I feel, and many times during while you're actually playing, that fun is sometimes lost because you
there
have
is, you want
to
to win.
you want to win. There is this pressure and like of everything, like clock is ticking, but here you can just like find moves, some brilliant ideas, and get happy about chess. So that's
Exactly.
why I like this more
Yeah, yeah.
in a way.
And I hope that it helps you a bit in your preparation. So with it, good
Yeah,
luck.
good training. Good
Yes.
training.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.